screen. Accidentally make a blanket. This is good. This got even worse. Yeah, the Hassan situation is really, really bad because not only does it really bad, people who support it with stupid intention. Like straight up. I don't know why they just did it because when they oh yeah, some say that Valkyrae is like Hassan's girlfriend. I can see that. I don't know if it's correct or wrong, but but you can't argue. You can still argue. Okay, today we're gonna watch Asmongold now. I just open it and I see it and I just I love it. That's it. We're gonna go watch it a little bit. Wait, we're gonna go watch it and we're gonna play Minecraft. That's it.
It's crazy that this Hassan thing has been going on for a week now, and it's still
very funny.
Getting worse. Like, it was already tremendously bad, horrible, and it's still getting worse. Meanwhile, his community is still running defense for him and acting like he did nothing wrong and that everyone else is the problem. Another Twitch streamer.
I think it's going to be pretty hard to.
I think it will be pretty stupid because it's like you battle a losing battle. Like it doesn't. You didn't have any evidence to back it up. Like even XQC said it that if Hassan were to want a public support, where to want his support, XQC need to see an evidence, right? He need to see an evidence that the shock collar is not actually a shock collar. He need to find a model that has similar button, similar style, but there's none. There's actually none. He may be able to create it, but they still see the history of it anyway. So, like, what you wanted to do? Like, you don't have anything.
Run defense for it at this point. I really think so. It's just like it's so obvious, isn't it? It's so fucking obvious.
Yeah. Leon has also come out making a statement running defense for Hassan, and Valkyrae, who was defending him a few days ago and got a bunch of backlash for her terrible take. Well, she went to Asmongold and asked Asmongold for advice, which Asmon kindly and generously gave her advice. And then what does she do? She turns around and throws the guy under the bus. Now, if you saw my video yesterday, you should remember if you watched, like...
Wait, I only see from, I only see to the point of she asked Asmongold, and Asmongold said, don't, how could I say it? Don't reply, don't comment. Like, I know what Asmongold mean is that, from what I know, he mean like, your reply is sucks, right? Your replies is suck. So why would you even reply it anyway? If you're good at it, yeah, that seems about right. But you're bad at it. So Asmongold don't think that it's a good thing to reply. But she take it the other ways around. I don't know how she said it, but let's see it.
The whole thing, because near the end of it, I specifically showed how like Valkyrae was getting a ton of heat from her chat.
Oh yeah, messaging me, never respond. Asmon, never go to that shithole. Why would you message him? Bad idea, bro. They were not happy about oh my god. No, not him. No, they were so upset about it. I mean, she should have known. I mean, to be honest, she should have known that. I mean, really, she should have known. Like, I told you, like, there's no way, like, the way that people like that think, you have to understand that, like, if you create... Because, like, she's apologized. Like, I mean, I like Ray. I mean, that's why I helped her, right? But, like, the fact is that, like, she's apologized and cultivated a community of people that they're extremely controlling. They are hypersensitive. Yeah. And they constantly want her to be they don't even want her to be a person in a way. They want her to be a character. Yeah. And I think that's very unhealthy. And if you not necessarily her fault, but I think that like being that type of a person is very unhealthy. There's people are not like that. It's like if you're really if you're at the point in your life where you're getting upset at a person for asking another person for advice, you've lost the plot. I mean, you're totally off the rails. And I think that Ray, I mean, I remember she apologized for using like AAVE, and people might not know what this means. It's AAVE is African American Vernacular English, which means like there are like terms like for real, like I'm finna gonna, like shit like that, right?
Wait. Just because she used word like that, people hate her? So I'm cooked then, right? I'm cooked then. What? Am I listening to it wrong?
Like, basically, I mean, I hate to say it because it sounds like very crass and like, you know, borderline racist, but like basically, you know, stuff that black people kind of say, right? And for show, yeah, exactly, like basically, and she went and apologized for this, and I think that like really she should have never done that.
Oh, and I know what he mean now. She should never apologize to that, because even though, even though she apologized to it, it does nothing. It's like, it might be racist to some people. Oh, okay, fuck. It might be racist to some people, but it's not your problem. Like, it isn't your problem. Yeah, it might sound racist to some, but it's not the intention. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. It's not the intention. So even if you were to apologize, what good does it do? Nothing. Like literally nothing. Damn it. Oh shit, I thought it wasn't, I wouldn't die. But okay.
Apologizing for that, I think that you enable people that are like this that will become increasingly more controlling over time.
The more you apologize, the more it became trouble.
And as they become more controlling, the space that you're allowed to exist in becomes smaller and smaller. Because I think that communities like that, and I think this is true with also like different social movements, etc., they are kind of self-radicalizing. And basically there are like purity tests that become, it's like a Russian nesting doll of purity tests, and eventually, you know, something happens where, you know, part of the people are happy, the other part are not happy. And I think that if you constantly apologize for expressing yourself in different ways, you run into two problems. You run into the first problem is that people don't think that you're authentic, and the second problem that you run into is that people think that you are you know, like basically you're a bad person. So
by the way, the only time that I actually say sorry is that I wanted to be true to myself, right? My first idol is that Kenji and Noxtaku. After I feels like I didn't feel authentic to myself, I just apologized to myself. It's like I didn't apologize to you guys. I didn't do anything wrong. Maybe yet, I guess, but I didn't do anything wrong, but I still feel like a new person. I may be inspired by them, but I wasn't them, you know? I wasn't them. So it's like I apologize. It's not because of I did wrong, but because I feel wrong. But if you were to start to apologize, right, because I did something wrong to you guys, someday it will bite you in the ass. Like, it will bite you, because people will starting to adapt that, oh, she's way too easily apologizable. She's way too easily to make mistake, right? Just small mistake for real. Yo, that's lit. Something like that could cause you trouble. You're gonna be cooked, bro. You're gonna be cooked.
Either hate you for doing it or they hate you for apologizing. The only thing they have in common is that they hate you. And that's basically what happens. And you can see messages like this and like the allowing yourself to be like micromanaged and controlled by your fans.
See?
is I think a very, very bad idea for being like a long-time content creator, like long-term content creator. Now, obviously, like, you know, it's not like you can't do that at all, but I don't think it's also very fulfilling either, because you can't, I think in some cases probably, you know, these people would never admit to this, right, at least publicly, but you probably can't do things or, you know, express yourself in ways that you might really feel, because it would maybe go against that type of community. And I think that, again, it just makes itself more and more radical over time, because it will alienate people every single one of these issues. And I think that's what happens. You're going at this? No, I'm not even, I'm talking about this in a general sense. Like, I don't have anything against her. It's fine with me. But like, I'm just saying, I mean, like, whenever you enable this type of behavior, it will always continue, and it will always get worse. Now, I've noticed this myself. That's one of the reasons why I don't have a problem going against my audience. And I think it's also one of the reasons, conversely, that I've continued to become more successful, is that I've never really allowed my audience to dictate what...
Like, he did apologize sometime, but it's not because of the audience. It's it's not because of the audience. It's because he feels like he did something wrong to himself, right? So I understand that. And I love Asmongold for that too. Like, most people love Asmongold because it's not just a content creator. He stands by his belief, and he has a reason to stand, right? So that's just one take. I don't know how many people, you know, like what he said, but that's what my take is.
I think, or what I say. And because of that, I think that it's allowed me to not become like captured in a way that, like, I can't, you know, talk about something in a way that's not necessarily, I don't know, accurate in their way. Punching trees is a good way to put it. Yeah, definitely.
Flash. Her chat was calling Asmon a Nazi. They were crashing out.
Asmon is a Nazi. Oh, so true. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, and now, just like 24 hours or less later, as mentioned, she's now capitulating to their pathetic anger and throwing the dude under the bus. The dude who only helped her out. So let's start with the Valkyrae Asmongold stuff. Beginning with the context of the clip that got her backlash to begin with her terrible comparison where she essentially says that all the anger people have towards Hassan mistreating Kaya, well, that should be going towards Palestine.
Yes, I have seen the Kaya stuff. It's
I've seen this clip, and I also seen XQC said, like, he used soundboard, and he said, yeah, that's good and all, but how many time have you contact people to talk about Elsa, something like that? I've seen he said it like, it's a funny clip, but it's a good clip. Like, we understand that. So it's like hypocrite, right? Hypocrite. Am I saying it right?
It's kind of crazy.
She talked about people, but she forgot
this
to talk
kind
about
of
herself.
outrage. We would have seen it towards like the genocide and stuff, but you know, this priorities in this world are not where they should be. But
yeah, people are very upset about this.
But alas, it's herd mentality. I mean, I think from the clip, it's understandable why people were very concerned.
I think the problem also is that whenever you're a person and you're not used to making comments on stuff like this, like, for example, like me and Hassan, we've done this for a very long time. And so whenever he says something or I say something, usually, and I don't know, I can't read his mind, but I'm pretty sure that this is probably the case. He probably pre-edits responses that people would have and thinks about the optics of the way that something's going to be received, right?
Yeah.
And I think that people that are not really as familiar discussing and comfortable discussing topics like this, I think that sometimes they get thrown in the middle of like a big issue like this, you know, because Ray's close to Hassan, and so you know, people are going to be asking her about it and like pressing her on it a lot, and because that happens, you know, like she'll say something.
She need to have an experience. Just say it. She need to have an experience to deal with people and to deal with the situation. Asmongold has like a really big amount of experience, and she just doesn't. She's if we were to compare her with Asmongold in like drama field, she would be like a lot of trouble. She would be in a lot of trouble. So it's not that it's her fault, but if you were to don't know, do not do not try to throw someone in under the bus and save yourself. Do not do that. It's like people see that. People saw that. You don't get away with it. Like I don't know. I'm not experiencing in it too. Like I'm just a new content creator. I'm just here to enjoy the drama, but I know some, I know some, and I know a few people who gave me advice I would listen. XQC, Asmongold, Penguin Zero. Those three are the biggest. Let's just say it. Those three are the biggest, but still, they're warrior. Their word means a mountain.
Thing, or somebody will say something, but like this person's really not comfortable saying something, and they're also not really familiar with or aware of how to talk about an issue like this and the optics that would go along with it, right? So self-censor, well, it's more or less like communicating in a way that it's harder for you to be misunderstood. Does that make sense? So it's like, so you call it self-censoring. I would say it's more like staying on message. So making sure that whenever you're communicating with something, that you communicate in the most direct way possible, and you leave as little margin for people to misunderstand it as possible. And I think that people like Ray or anybody else talking about it, they're not really used to doing that because they don't do it 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day. They're not thinking and talking about this all the time. So it's not like, they haven't created a decision tree in their mind of how they're going to approach and respond to something, right? Being a pussy, basically? No, it's not. It's about responding to something in a measured, intelligent, and with a way that indicates forethought and that minimizes any sort of other response, right? Because you don't want to say something and then it comes off in a way that then people are discussing the way that you said it rather than what was said, right? Because it's a self-defeating. It's like what I'm arguing for is really utilitarian, right? Like utilitarian communication. And so like she's not used to doing this, and so obviously she'll say something like this because she's not used to doing it. I never really took this like that personally or anything like that, because it's just what happens. And like it's a person speaking extemporaneously on a fucking on like a live stream, and they're going to say things that aren't accurate, especially whenever they don't have the experience doing it.
Yep.
That's really the truth. It's the genuine truth. Now, you might not like that truth. You might think that, like, oh, they should do a better job. But that's fundamentally what it is. It's people just don't have experience with it. I mean, even I fuck up. Even Hassan fucks up. So what do you think the probability is that someone like Ray would fuck up? Very high.
Yeah. It's
just the way it is.
But
you're just downplaying it for her?
Just like I said, she doesn't have experience, but it's not downplay. I thought I was gone, but then someone said downplay. It's not downplaying, and it's not like helping her to get out of the situation either. It's just that's the fact. You don't have to believe the fact, but it is the fact. So either you believe it or you don't. Like, that's it. Either you believe it or you don't. And if you don't know, and if you don't acknowledge your weakness, you will probably do it again and again. I don't know if she aware of her weakness. I don't know if she aware of no, she's just she's bad at it, she's not good or something like that. If she were to aware and said that is my weakness, I have to change it. I know how I know how I'm bad at it, but I have to change it, or something like that, right? She know her weakness, she aware, and she acknowledge it. People will not criticize her that much, but she doesn't. She just throws someone who wanted to help her under the bus. Like, that's the dumbest move you could get. I know I know some people would have low IQ on like a strategic move, but damn, that is like scored yourself. Congratulations.
Yeah, because I don't think it's a big deal, really.
See?
That's the reason why. I mean, because I've had other friends of mine that have done this in the opposite way. Like, where it's like people will take what a person does, and I think it's dishonest, right? Like, that's the reason. Like, all I try to do is I try to understand why things happen and communicate it in a way that I think is authentic and accurate. I don't try to be nice or not nice to something. I try to understand it in the most accurate way possible.
Yeah.
And I try to also explain behavior and understand behavior.
Just knowing Hassan and knowing like how I've been around Kaya a lot.
I know she's wanted to help her friends or something like that. I know it's not easy to accept, even though like not just her, every single one of people, right, have trouble accepting what is right and what is wrong if they were to present it differently. Like I've been knowing him for like years or two. He's never done that. Something like that. If people were to just come and say, no, she's no, they bad, they are bad, they kill someone or maybe something like that, you would just feel like feel unbelievable, feel unacceptable, right? But at least you need to find a reason. If you want to support someone, like if you want to support someone, if you want to be like helpful to someone, you need to find evidence, not just saying stuff out of nowhere. I mean it.
I do.
And I just like know that he would never ever abuse Kaya.
This bitch, man.
So yeah, like I said initially, that is such an insane comparison, and it's ridiculous how his defenders can't comment on this issue without trying to just somehow turn into a political virtue signal. But I view that as them desperately trying to deflect from the reality of what's going on. And when she made that take, there were already numerous clips of Hassan mistreating Kaya out there, including a clip of Hassan seemingly pulling the tail of his old dog Fish. And that takes us to the clip of Valkyrae asking Asmongold for advice.
And that's okay. I messaged 2 people about LSF. I messaged Nick Polam and I messaged Asmongold. I asked both of them. I was like, hey, I don't really use Reddit a whole lot, but like, do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea if I respond to a post and be like, oh.
The worst part about this entire thing is that she considered me as a Reddit person. That was upsetting.
I understand
it's extremely
where you guys are
upsetting.
coming from. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I should have definitely like spoken about it differently. And both of them reassured me that it's a good idea to not because I know they're like they're Reddit people, so I was like they both said they're both very nice and they both said don't respond, it's not a good idea.
Oh god.
Reddit.
Yes, Asmongold and Nick Polam, because I know those are like the 2 people that I know like participate in Reddit stuff a lot, so
I don't give her a benefit of the. I will give her benefit of the doubt. Sorry, I will give her the benefit of the doubt, but I think those names came out as a shield, right? It came out as a shield. I don't know if people noticed, but like, if you want to win an argument, you need to like bring people where publics love them, like. Bring people like that to your side, right? So that they will love you too or something like that. They will love you too. I don't know if it's just my institution or it's actually real. But I hope it's just my institution. And it's not actually real. She really genuinely mean that or something like that. I hope it's real.
And as you saw in that clip and in the intro where I like zoomed in on the chat specifically, they were crashing out at her, which now takes us to her apology towards her community. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for asking Asmongold for advice and how he kindly
what kind of... Wait, she doesn't ask her audience why they hate Asmongold. She just apologized for asking an advice. Okay, you're cooked, man. You're cooked, man. You're completely cooked. Congratulations, you cooked yourself.
Gave me advice, but yeah, let me throw that guy under the bus now. This is just so pathetic, bro. I cannot believe this. Really quick, I'll mention too. Tectone made a take, pointing out how Asmongold will probably forgive Valkyrae and, you know, say this is like no big deal or whatever.
I don't give a fuck.
Bro, I didn't say it because I don't know. But damn, Tectone is way faster than I thought. Like, he understands Asmongold immediately. Immediately!
Why would I care?
I know, I even know that Tectone know that Asmongold doesn't care. It's not like, oh, he forgive her. Nope. She just, no. Asmongold just didn't care. And Tectone said it nicely. Tectone said it nicely. If I were Tectone, I would say, I probably said, yeah, Asmongold doesn't really care that much. But Tectone said it like, oh, Asmongold forgave her. Asmongold just don't care, man.
Asmon's like super nice like that. But I think...
Yeah, you could say it's nice, but it's also just apathetic.
You know, it's a terrible thing for her to do. I think it's actually a disgusting and terrible thing for her to do. To, like I mentioned, I mean, I think we're all thinking it, right? Like, you don't just throw someone under the bus who just helped you out. Like,
I never take it personally because I always view streamers as brands. I am black-pilled on this. A lot of viewers and people that are outside of the more higher tier influencer space might not understand this. I do. These people are brands. They care about their image. They're there to make money. It's not personal. It never was. It doesn't mean you can't be friendly off stream. Yeah. It doesn't mean you can't have professional courtesy. But business comes first. And I understand that. That's why anytime somebody gets mad at me for making a video about them, they're like, why are you farming my drama? Well, because it's funny.
Yep.
But that's not fair. It's mean to me. People are making fun of me. Damn, you shouldn't have done it then.
Yep. Holy shit.
It's the way it is.
Yeah, if you don't want people to do it,
what
just
the frick?
Don't do
this is
it
like
yourself.
Complete rat behavior, like totally backstabbing the dude. It's really, really gross. Which I suppose is pretty fitting for someone who's defending a dog abuser. So yeah, that takes us here. Yeet posted, Valkyrae apologizes to her community for DMing Asmongold.
At the end of the day, it is my fault for not being aware enough.
This is the first time I've actually seen this clip.
I apologize to my community. It was probably so hurtful.
Yes.
What?
And so jarring. I'm under a rock, and that's my fault. So I think
like you just
everyone, including myself, should be
point.
more aware of, you know, what's going on in the world and what people are saying. I just like, it is my fault at the end of the day. That is my fault.
Oh my God.
Literally no one's fault but my own.
You gotta love the privileged LA streamer Elite talking about how it's good to be aware.
Which, by the way, if she had taken my advice and just never talked about it again, I'm just saying.
In the context of her actually limiting her perspective and bending the knee to whatever the hive mind demands. And really, the only thing that she should be apologizing for is her awful comparison earlier and for defending Hassan's mistreatment of Kaya.
Yep.
But of course, she's not doing that.
I'm not aware enough.
It's like I've seen enough to know that the clip's meaning, right? People said you don't have to shock a collar to a dog to make it wrong. You leave a dog outside for so long. You don't have to shock a dog at this point to know it's wrong. It's just, you're fucked up, bro. You're totally fucked up. And why would you defend him? Like, at least say that, oh, well, he's bad at, nonetheless. He's not good nonetheless, because he mistreated his dog by letting Kaya stay in the room for like, let's just not say it for like 6-10 hours. Only like an hour is long for a dog. Like, do you not know that, or you just don't want to know? And then she's just not acknowledging it, even though she knows it's wrong. She doesn't give a fuck. That's a problem. That's a real fucking problem, right?
That's on me. You're a good role model still at this point.
If you're looking to streamers to be role models, your parents failed you.
Yeah.
You should never look to streamers or content creators to be role models.
They just brand.
It's just that simple. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way. It's just that, you know, this is a for-profit enterprise that people have images that are brand safe and brand friendly. Like, you're not even really looking at a person, you're looking at a product. You like, I mean, do you want to be like, do you want to have Pikachu as your role model? I mean, do you want to have Johnny Bravo as your role model? If you do, you're going to get twit-longered. Pikachu, you're going to get, we know what happened with Pikachu. We've been talking about it for the last week. So, I mean, yeah, it's just too bad you don't want to be there.
I don't think so. I don't think I am.
I didn't realize.
I think I have a good job of recognizing when I do mess
I saw
up.
the yellow thing. I just thought Pikachu, and I was like, well, actually, wait a minute.
And accepting that and
I
being
thought it was
okay
that
with it,
Pikachu
but it's all good.
streamer.
It's all,
I didn't say anything because I don't know Pikachu.
I see you guys. You're right.
Like when he said Pikachu and he just don't say anything. I didn't want to say anything too, because what is Pikachu? I really don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna keep quiet then.
You're so right. And it is 100,000% my fault for not being aware enough. And
aware what?
I need to be
aware what? Like what?
I need to be more proactive in being aware of people.
I think you just shouldn't talk about it. I mean, the reality is, like, it's if you're not keeping up with it already, it's because you don't really care. And if you don't really care, I think that's totally fine. Most people don't really care. But the problem is that whenever you act like you care, you get involved in something, it goes badly, and then now you're on the back foot.
Yep.
So, like, I've had this happen before where it's like I've stopped covering certain topics and issues because I just really don't give a shit about them, right? I mean, that's just the truth. I don't really care. And so I think the best solution is that, and people say like, oh, well, everybody should inform themselves about this. This is my viewpoint on that. This is my take on it, is that, like, for the Ukraine war, or like the Palestine or trans rights or any of these issues, I think that reserving your voice and not speaking gives room for other people that are more informed and are more educated to speak on your behalf and to speak instead of you. I think it's better for, like, not everybody has to give their take on everything. You don't always have to have an opinion on everything.
Yep.
And I think that really, if you're not informed, if you don't feel confident talking about something, then don't do it. I think that's really the truth. Don't do it. You don't need to do it. You don't, in a lot of cases, probably even want to do it. But sometimes people might think that, like, there's a benefit for it for whatever reason. So that's it. This way you get Karen's issue. Yeah, recognizing your ignorance is smart. Well, yeah, and I think it's a general, like, this is a game that unless you are in it for the love of the game, like a lot of the commentators that talk about stuff on the internet, I think that they genuinely believe what they say. Like, I do. I think Vosh, Destiny, Hassan, me, Frogan, Denims, Mike from PA, Tectone, I think all of us actually believe what we say. It's not like this isn't being like, yeah, maybe you might like edit something a little bit for TOS, or, you know, like maybe it's like, you know, a few degrees off of like the way you actually feel about it. But like for the most part, like Nick Fuentes, yeah, Nick Fuentes really thinks what he thinks, right? But if you're a creator and you're not like fully invested into this, I think the best option is to just simply not play the game. Just don't get involved. Like, and there's been a lot of issues like that I've done with myself. MJ, thanks for the gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And what's going on in this world? Listen, guys, even when it's happening to me, it is 1,000% okay to hold people accountable for actions and mistakes, okay?
Because you never hold
I think
yourself
that
accountable.
the biggest discourse is seeing, like, I feel like the community is split. Like, some people are being too harsh, some people are not being harsh enough, and it's like
it's exactly right. She's right about this. You should never, that's the reason why you should just never the winning move is not playing.
Yep.
Straight up.
Like, I see you. Okay, it is a good thing.
Yep. Just don't get involved.
Because of that, I was able to do like a deep dive. I was able to leave my rock and see and be more aware of it. And
it's fun.
You know.
Like, people might not know this about me, but like back even whenever I was like 18 or 19, I was like signing up to volunteer for like you know, activism for like climate change and like Planned Parenthood and stuff. I was a supporter of Ron Paul when I was in high school. Like, this was something that I was like I had been involved with this stuff whenever I was like a kid, even. Like, this is like 20 years ago almost.
I never knew
actually
that. Okay.
Geez, it's almost 20 years ago, right? Yeah, and so yeah, what? Oh, absolutely. Like these were, no, and again, like I've always been, you know, and to this day, right? I think climate change is a legitimate problem. I think people should have access to abortions and healthcare. Absolutely, like that. I've always thought that, and you know, we can debate that all you want, but like what I'm saying is that, you know, for me, this was a value that I've had my whole life, right? For better or for worse. You might think that I'm wrong about this, but at the same time, I've been consistent about being wrong. And the difference is that I think that a lot of people try to like get involved with these different causes or issues or viewpoints because they view it as like social currency, right? And I'm not saying Ray's doing this at all. I'm just saying, like, in general, I think this is what happens on social media.
Yeah.
Is people try to like they try to take on these social causes as social currency, as some form of like kind of like advance their brand or something like that. And I think that the result of that is that eventually you will accidentally or, you know, unknowingly step on the wrong side and alienate all of the people that you've spent that much time cultivating. And I think it's just a mistake. So unless you really care about it, unless you actually think this, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't get involved unless you want to bear the consequences for it.
Yeah.
That's it. If something happens, you benefit, or streamers. Back to the streamers being brands thing. Your brand is directly tied to there being in an outcome. If something happens, you benefit. These other streamers, they don't need merely an outcome. They need a specific outcome. You're generic, not an insult. Yeah, you're right. I mean, definitely. Like, I am the I am a parasite. I am. Like, every situation, suffering, I suck the life out of it. Glee and joy, I suck the life out of that. If a game is doing really well, I make videos about it doing really well. If a game is doing really bad, I make videos about it doing really bad. Sometimes I do both inside of the same game life cycle. And I you know, like, that's it. That's what I do. That's it. I'm a bottom feeder. That's right. A genuine parasite. Yes,
And let's be honest, there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You may think, oh, it's pathetic or something like that, bro. That's just like human nature. We don't give a shit if you acknowledge what you do. Like, I don't give a shit. Okay, acknowledge me. Oh, no, not acknowledge me. Okay, angry at me if you can. I don't give a shit. Like, how would people do something if how would people get away from something if they don't do something like repeatedly or new? It depends on people, so I don't really care.
And that's the way it is.
I need to be more aware.
This clip is really unbelievable. Like, how many times did she say that she needs to be aware? And again, the context is her actually doing the opposite and limiting her perspective to bend the knee to the hive mind. And then she talks about why it's important to keep people accountable, but she literally defends what Hassan has done to Kaya.
Well, she doesn't think
it
happened.
Seems to stand by that. She's not holding him accountable at all. And that takes us to the next post by Yeet.
Well, it sounds bad, right? Because, like, I mean, like, let's say it's not the case. I mean, you still have, like, him pulling the dog's tail, etc. And there's, like, a lot of other clips, too, beyond, like, the original one.
Oh, I didn't see the clips pulling video, but okay.
And so, like, really, people, like, a lot of the people that are, like, you know, aware of this know all of that, and it makes them angry for that reason.
Shares her take on Collargate.
But what I do know or have heard about him is that he takes really good care of his dogs.
See, this is the kind of stuff, like, you never had to say this. Like, why would you say this? Like, you don't, what I've know or heard, do you even know this guy? Why are you even talking about this? Like, unless you really care about this, and you like, why would you even do this? Like, this is the type of own goal stuff that these people do. And it's like, why would you do this? Like, now all you're going to do is, like, get a bunch of hate for this, and you're not even really sure about it anyway. What a mistake.
Like, I kind of know him as, like, a peripheral acquaintance of him being, like, a good dog owner. I also am familiar with the e-collar, which appeared to be on Kaya's neck. Now, e-collar training is very common, and especially used for.
I see some people say it too. Like, the first oh my god, what the fuck? The first would be, oh no, it's not a thing. But after you couldn't win, it became like, okay, it's a good thing. It's a normal thing. What? Okay, I'm gonna die again. Holy shit, 3 shot. Okay. Skeleton, I'm gonna fight you.
Large breeds to make sure that they have good behavior. And what the collar does is it vibrates. It doesn't shock. And I've seen this e-collar be used on dogs. Now, you know Crash. Crash is just about the most dramatic little guy you've ever met in your life, right? He has used.
What is the E? It stands for educator. It also stands for electrocutioner. Or educator.
A vibrating e-collar before, and he has too whimpered in such a way.
Yes.
Because he's dramatic as. And so my take on it was Kaya was probably being dramatic, of a dramatic dog. But I don't know. That's my take.
A rather interesting top response.
I feel so bad for these girls. This is like aggro. This is like at the beginning of like it's like you just start Elden Ring and you aggro the tree sentinel. Like, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You had no idea. Like, you're never involved in drama. I don't like. In a way, I do. Right? I do, because it's like I don't think that, like, it's just. Come on, they deserve it. I don't. Well, and that's the thing, is like, I, you know, as I said before, I'm the most empathetic streamer out there. I am. And so because of that, I'll always try to see it from somebody else's perspective. It doesn't mean I think they're right, but I can see it from their perspective. And, you know, like, that's how it is. It's sad. It's sad. You should have never done this. Why would you do this? Why would you do this to yourself? Why would you come into the den of wolves?
Would read. Notice how none of the people defending him are using the claw got caught cope anymore that Hassan himself said was the case.
Yeah.
What's going on, big guy? Why change the story all of a sudden? We're almost at the point of, it's a good thing it happened. And like I said earlier, they all ignored the clip of Fish having his tail yanked on, and how there's numerous clips of Hassan forcing Kaya to sit there for hours on end, not even allowing her to get up to stretch or simply get water. And that takes us to 2 more clips of Hassan mistreating Kaya that have resurfaced. It's pretty disgusting how these clips just keep coming out. There's just more and more of this stuff, and you can presume there's plenty more that people haven't found yet. It's quite disturbing.
Man. Did you see what Austin is saying and doing in your house? No, but I assume it's annoying. I assume it's like he threw trash everywhere or something, because a lot of people are saying, someone's been a bad girl in my absence, by the way.
Bro, I haven't even seen this one.
Literally from crying.
What a freaking loser, man. Who treats dogs like this? This is actually so freaking gross. She gets up, probably wants to get water or something, and he's no, she's crying as if she should be shamed for that. Dude, it's a dog. You're supposed to be taking care of her.
She's not used to place, because while I was gone, she got the free roam like a cow the entire day.
Oh, damn.
I don't know if she actually got a decent amount of workout this morning or not, but okay, she did go to the park apparently, and she's still being a baby, it seems. No, we're not freeing her. She needs to get used to it. She needs to get used to the structure that she had in her life once again.
And then we've got the second clip. Let's take a look at this one. Well, it turns out there's music playing in the background of this clip. I don't know if it's copyrighted or not, and you know how the YouTube algorithm can be with those bots. So I'm going to explain what's going on here. Hassan is showing Kaya in the background.
I haven't seen these. These are actually new. This is new even to me. I have not seen this part at all.
On that dog bed, and he brags about leashing her, forcing her to stay on this dog bed for, as he puts it, hours on end.
She has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. She now knows to sit in place for hours and hours on end.
So yeah, I decided to play it, but sped up. Hopefully that'll be fine. But I really wanted you to hear that for yourself too. I mean, just unbelievable stuff. It's also disturbing how there are people in his chat celebrating this, saying things like, "I love how you show people what a responsible dog owner looks like," and "Wow, I need my dog trained like this too." It's frightening to think that there could actually be people getting influenced by Hassan.
Like, I hope they are being funny, right? I really hope so. If not, bro, you're cooked, man. Your entire life cooked. Your career's cooked. Your everything's cooked. Even my Minecraft server is cooked.
And like treating dogs the way he treats his dog. And now we've got Pokimane getting involved too. Before we take a look at her statement, let's take a look at the context. As Dexerto had said, Pokimane and Lily Pichu announced that they've canceled their scheduled podcast episode with Hassan. The full message here reading, "Hey taste buds, this is a tough one to write."
Funny to me.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Oh my god, I've heard of Pokemon Respawn. It's like people love to throw someone under a bus. Like, people love to do that. They think that their audience is stupid. They think that we as a viewer is stupid. Okay, I'm not a viewer of her, by the way. I'm just saying it as a we. It's a fun thing to say. So, am I wrong? I don't care. People love to do stuff like that. And now, they just moan. Because, oh my god, not only did you throw someone under the bus, they didn't get wrecked by the bus. You yourself got swung over, and now you're under a bus. Congratulations. You cooked yourself, huh?
If you we wanted to give you all a heads.
This is so fucking funny.
This place, I'm not gonna play it anymore.
I'm sorry, but like whenever all this bad stuff happens, I just like, I'm like, wow. I remember, I guess maybe like we're far enough away from it to like be able to say this. I remember during some of the OTK dramas, I was really mad at Destiny because I wanted to cover it the way Destiny was covering it and go over everything, but I couldn't because I was involved. and all I could do is watch him do it and then hope he would say or do the things that, like, I would say or do. And, like, I'm sitting there watching it because he'll go through everything. He's like, oh, this person's lied. This isn't true. Like, whatever. And I'm, like, cucked because I can't watch this. And I'm sitting here, like hate watching in a way. I'm like, fuck, why can't I do this? I was so agitated. I was.
Up that we're unfortunately going to be missing our first scheduled Saturday video tomorrow. We've been watching the recent drama unfold concerning our guest, and it's been getting intense.
PTSD, yeah.
We had a serious talk as a crew, and we all agreed that it did not feel right uploading tomorrow's episode at this moment in time. Our community is our favorite thing, and the reason we do this is to create a space that is comfy, as always, and a true escape. We do not want to impact that cozy atmosphere we've all built together.
Oh, God.
Thanks for always supporting our vision for a fun, positive place to hang out. See you all next week. Sweet and sour staff.
Yeah.
And that's the context. Returning to Pokemon's response to this statement, she says...
Just like, I mean, no, I wouldn't blame them for that at all. Like, the staff don't want to get attacked because Hassan did something.
I've seen a short clip of Asmongold said it. I don't know if it's the same clip as this one, but he said the staff doesn't have fame, right? Doesn't have fame in it. And if you were to compare yourself with a famous person, they don't care about that. They don't care about stuff like that because they already have an income. They already have a fame. They already have a fan or something like that to protect themselves. But as just a developer, just a video creator, they don't have anything. The moment they cook, they are cooked. So they don't want to involve in drama, especially the pet owner. Like, people kill normal people for a single pet. Like, what do you even expect?
Stupid. Like, why the fuck would they want to deal with that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, really, like, you bring a guest on. This is like, I mean, let's say, like I'll give you a comparison, right?
And
if we had
Pokemon said, she will most likely. No, she's not saying it, but I interpreted it. It's something like that. Translated, just say translate. Translated. Asmongold translated correctly, and even I just after hearing it, feel that she was going to fire her staff. Like, that's about it. You know, maybe she after hearing this, she's not going to fire it, because it's most likely going to be oh, I'm not buying it. I'm a good girl. I'm a good guy. Sorry, that sounds weird. I'm a good person, and something like that to save face. But that only if she was smart, though. Most likely not.
Dr. Disrespect on, and then that stuff came out. I would not release the episode. I would say, guys, we're not going to release the episode. They'd say, why? I'd be like, well, some things came up. We'll see you next week. And that would be it. I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Episode was supposed to air as usual, but staff refused to upload it out of fear it'd cause drama.
And I would release it 3 years later for content.
Yep.
So posted this statement without my approval. Sorry, guys. We'll talk about everything on this week's episode.
Yes.
And go on a hiatus afterwards to restructure. One of the top responses to Pokemon's statement here comes from Zeddy Herstone with 10,000 likes, saying, throwing your staff under the bus instead of disavowing animal abuse is definitely something I would expect from you. Yeah. Another with 7,300 likes from Smish Bro MMA says, quote-unquote hiatus to restructure. Bro tased his dog repeatedly. You don't need to go on some spiritual awakening journey. And similarly, at the bottom...
It's not a spiritual awakening journey. She's going to fire the staff that went against her, probably. Or at least reprimand them to the extent that they never do this again. This isn't a spiritual awakening, okay? And if there are any spirits, it's the evil ones.
Yep.
Like the demons.
Quote,
awakening the demons.
Restructure, unquote. anything just to not call out Hassan. Actual coward. And look at this. Another clip of Hassan mistreating Kaya has just resurfaced.
Oh, this one got deleted.
My niece said they all say gay now and the R word. I'm shook. Wait, what do you mean? That's never stopped. That was the case when we were young too. Hey, out. Place. Kaya, place. Go. No. Place.
You see why he uses, I mean, if he uses shock collar, you can see why. Bro, this dog doesn't give a fuck. He goes and says place, and Kaya says, which one? Oh, you mean the floor? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So you want me to lay on the floor again? You're right. He's fucking going and doing it. Bro, this dog doesn't give a fuck.
Enough of this madness. Look, people have never stopped saying gay and R word. It went away, then it came back. Really? It went away?
And like we've seen so many times now in these various clips that are resurfacing, Hassan seems to reach or use something in the upper left corner of his desk at the exact same time that Kaya then returns to the bed, which only provides further merit to the reasonable and understandable assessment that many people are coming to, in which it does seem like Hassan is shocking his dog to force her to obey. Now, regardless, even if it's just a vibration collar like he claims, it still seems like he's mistreating.
Oh, this video came out yesterday. So now the news story is that it actually is a collar that could shock, but he took the shocking things off, and it doesn't shock. So no, now it's changed. It's now changed. This is the story from yesterday.
Yeah, he won't let this dog get up, even to stretch or get water. It seems, based off all these clips, you know. It's not okay either way, but obviously even worse if he's shocking her, which he might be doing. And in this clip, maybe she just wants to interact with him and the friend that he has over. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
I can get.
It's not like she's like jumping up on.
I don't think it's a big deal. Like, I mean, if the dog is like getting around at your feet and it's annoying you, like, I mean, this like, I mean, it's not a big deal.
The friend and like
I've
potentially
seen every
clawing the
every
dude
person that I know that's had a dog has gotten annoyed at their dog and told their dog get the fuck out of here one way or another, right? It's just because the dog was being annoying for whatever reason, and they're like, hey, get the fuck out of here. That's it, right? It's not a big deal. Like, I mean, come on, that's not what we're really talking about here.
She's just interacting like a normal, sweet, kind dog, and this dude is just treating her so poorly. And as many people have said, it's like he treats her like a prop. And meanwhile, his community, what are they saying about all this? Well, a top post on his subreddit from 20 hours ago titled, "This whole livestream fail / Kaya thing just furthering my utter hopelessness for humanity."
Same, but not for the same reason.
I know, internet is hardly reality. But this sentiment is disgusting to the point of delusion and mental illness. Oh yeah, it's so awful that people care for animals. It's just destroying my hope in humanity that people care for animals. Bro, what kind of take is this? The lack of
I think it's pretty obvious that, I mean, this is clearly exaggerated because it's Hassan. I mean, I think definitely, like, if it was a random person, I think that people wouldn't have reacted as negatively. I mean, it's not like that doesn't play any... that's definitely part of the calculus for why there's been such a pushback. I mean, sure, of course. Anybody that's saying that's not true, it's just like, why would you even say that?
Awareness here too is just astonishing.
What if it was me? If it was me, I'd be like, man. Now she's getting two. Because now she got you guys mad at me. Now I'm really mad at her.
Top response, top comment in that post saying, "Imagine the human wasted potential in America. Actually, millions of young Americans spend their evening consuming political brain rot instead of doing anything remotely fun or useful."
Shock vest.
It sounds like you just described Hassan's community.
Remotely fun. You didn't even use a correct word. Like, why would the first thing you think of is fun, and then you have the gall to say something to people? Like, what?
The community that you're posting and a part of.
The waste of human potential in America. Oh yes.
That we're reading. Like, good job. Of course, none of these people have self-awareness at all.
Yep.
They go on to say, this actually matters to people. Their great victory is to smear one guy while their country implodes.
Yeah.
It's just sad. And a reminder of how desperately empty people's lives are. Yeah, coming from the people who literally defend innocent animals getting abused.
Well, you're sitting there having a struggle session on a Reddit page, and you're talking about how other people are losers. I mean, come on, guys. Like, let's have a little bit of self-awareness here, okay?
Bro, you can't talk about people having empty lives. Look in the mirror. And yeah, I think that's the main stuff, so I'm going to leave this video here. But I would also like to apologize for being rather heated throughout this video. To be quite frank, like I said in my initial coverage, I don't enjoy covering this topic, but I would feel worse if I didn't say anything about this stuff going on.
How do you throw them that far?
So it's just a very upsetting thing to talk about and to cover. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for understanding, though. I hope that you enjoyed my coverage regardless. You know, when I say enjoy, I don't mean like, oh, you know,
it's crazy, right?
But I mean, like, hopefully it was informative or something like that. You get it. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I'll see you in the comments and in the next one.
It's just been, I'm going to be honest, like, it has been so funny for me to watch all of this stuff happen. I'm sorry to say, but like the amount of drama and people mad, and then like her like saying like Pokemon, oh, it was like my staff that said this. It's like, also, by the way, if it's your staff that said it, so like I don't understand.
I would expect.
Like, where's the logic here, right? If it's your staff that said it and you were okay with the,
it's like, oh fuck, it's like a brain tissue thing. Like, I don't know how to say it. If your staff is the one who say it, wouldn't they have a similar point of view as you? Like, what? Why would you dodge the bullet and takes the guy who helps you dodge it, like, take him out? Why?
Episode coming out, and you're effectively the show host and you run the show. Why isn't the episode out, right? So why is it not out? I mean, because that seems very interesting to me. Like, what? Because you should just then upload the episode and put it out, right?
Yeah, she said that, oh my god, I'm gonna fire my staff, but I'm still not gonna upload it too. Like, what? What's your logic, bro? What's your complete logic?
Right? I mean, that's it. They have the password. Oh, uh-oh. They've got the codes. That could be it too. You're right. Nope. And pointing fingers out, taking the heat. Yeah. It's like, if that's really what you think, and it's like, so then it's like, what's the next question, right? Then the next question is, obviously she talked to the staff, and you know, maybe the staff convinced her that it was the right decision to not upload the podcast, right? I mean, that could be, so that's the only logical conclusion.
If you, Pokemon, talk to the staff and come to a good conclusion, you should tell everybody that, oh, I came to a conclusion, it's good, I'm sorry that I say I'm gonna fire my staff. It's not demanding, it's an advice. If you don't want to listen, you can do it too. I don't give a shit. Just apologize to the staff. Or you don't have to, right? It's just a nobody stream talking about it, telling you to advising you to apologize to the staff. You don't have to listen. But let's see if you don't listen. Like, I want to see how her response is too.
And that you could draw based off of what she...
Oh, by the way, I'm not gonna check X, check Twitter. I'm not gonna check Reddit. I don't do anything. I'm not gonna do anything. It's like, I tell you to look at it and to just observe. As for me, I don't give a shit. Like, straight up. I know the drama, because the drama's been everywhere, and it's funny too. It's not funny that the dog's been tortured. It's funny that people dodge the bullet, and instead like run straight up to my missile. So it's funny for me.
He said. And again, you could have avoided all of this by just simply not saying anything about it. But you decided to say something about it, so this opens up the question of, like, what's going on.
Yep.
So, why is that happening? Maybe she has no idea how. I think that she understands how to upload a YouTube video.
She did.
So the fact is that, you know, She's throwing her face with staff under the bus so she doesn't get destroyed by a fan base. Well, yeah, but like the difference is like if you don't want to have the like, I mean, you could easily say at that point and
like, I don't give a shit about why people do it. I don't give a shit, right? I don't give a shit why people throw someone under the bus, and I don't give a shit how they make the right decision. What I wanted to see is just one thing. Take accountability. Like, that's it. Take accountability. Admit that you were wrong and why you are wrong and what is your old point of view and what is your new point of view, right? That is an apologizing video. You admit that you are wrong, say why you are wrong, and say the old opinion of you and the new opinion of you. Like, admit that you were wrong and know what is wrong. If you were to just, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just sorry, I don't know what I'm wronging for, but I'm sorry. That's not an apologize. That's just dodging accountability again.
Say, like, after talking to my staff, I understand why they made the decision, and also, you know, we're gonna just delay this just because I don't want to have them be a target for unnecessary hate, right?
Yeah.
Like, you could easily say that, because if you don't say that, you position your staff and the people that are running your show as not only being against Hassan, but even being against you.
Yeah.
And then everybody in your community and also his community are now going to hate your staff.
Yeah.
Because they, you know, like kind of went against you and they wouldn't listen to you.
Yeah.
You see kind of what I'm saying, right? It's all optics. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's, it's a very, very weird thing. It doesn't really make sense to me for this at all. And so, yeah, I think she just diverted hate to an unknown entity. Nobody's getting fired. I feel like it's pretty easy to figure out who did something like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like who's on the staff, etc.
Like, that is so easy to find. I find it hard to defend someone.
It's very easy to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, like, what do you mean? So, I mean, I don't think it's really confusing at all. Let me link you guys the video right there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that was pretty fair. I mean, as I said, I never really take stuff like this personally. Even whenever people say bad stuff about me, like, I never really do. I'm just like, okay, well, this is just what happens, right? It's a job and it is what it is. But yeah, that's what I think it is in a lot of cases. But its appearance doesn't release the video because it'll be review bombed and downvoted. If this was you, people on a Hassan stream would be calling for your public execution. Well, they'd probably do that already, to be fair. I mean, it's not like that's special.
They did that daily, so you don't have to worry about it. They did that daily. Like, Hassan doesn't have much because, like, for real, if he knows somebody that this said that to him, he just broke out and crashed out. Asmon just don't really give a shit. Like, that's the difference.
Right? I mean, like,
holy shit, 0.1 second, and I stopped like 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the video.